Hi there everybody! I'm trying something new. I'll basically try to go free to play on NA to 10k, and this is exclusively on YouTube. Let's go! As you can see, we are free to play. Let's queue it up. This series is going to be a little bit different. Basically, I don't have chat. I'm not normally streaming, so it's like the same me, but I'll be 100% focused on the game. And I think it's gonna be an interesting experience. For once. Let's get it. Okay, we still have re-rolls, but I plan on not using them for a while. It's kind of evil that they show you the heals that you could have got. I don't like Cariel. Weak hero power, only 10 armor. Torwaggle seems solid. 14 armor, strong. Let's go. I'm gonna go with Torwaggle. The tribes available: Beasts, Demons, Dragons, Mechs, and Murlocs. Okay, Beasts are good on their own, and they also help other tribes such as Demons and Quillboar. From the current shop, I think you can buy Seer and then not do anything. You're gonna lose the first two fights, but then you can sell it. You can buy Seer, buy the banana with the Seer to be strong, or you can buy one of the two free frees. I'm gonna buy the Seer and actually play for strength. I don't want to take damage early if I can avoid it. I don't think one cost discount on a spell is worth making a mistake. So let's just chill for now. Well, if I knew my opponent would do this, I would also like hold my discount. I wouldn't even buy the banana. I would hold it for like a coin. But for example, if you get something like this, it's useless anyways. And now you fight Lich King, we're probably gonna lose to him. Unless, I mean, he didn't play anything on one. I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe I'll also play some of the games on stream. I don't know if I'll play all the games off stream and record them. You guys should tell me how you prefer it. Like, should I do every single game I play, record it and on YouTube? Do you wanna see mostly the interesting games? Tell me what you prefer. But I kind of like the offline recording aspect because I get to focus a little bit more on the game, and a lot of you want to see highly strategic gameplay, right? And analytical. Generally, you buy for the economy minions, so Tad is a fantastic choice. And then out of the remaining minions in the shop, Automaton is actually pretty good. So, my opinion of mechs is kind of interesting. I don't think mechs are good, but I think Automaton is good. So like, what do you do with that? How can you utilize that to your advantage? What I personally do, if I'm offered Automaton, I usually just buy it early. And then I just get out of it. I just sell it and whatever. Sometimes maybe I'll get even a trinket that supports the Automaton. But I don't think mechs are that strong right now. They can be. With the right trinkets, with getting like an early beatboxer, they can be. I like Murlocs. Family Murlocs are very powerful. Mechs, again, not so much. Dragon's probably the worst tribe in the game. So I'm trying to play this lobby, either Demons, with Beasts or on their own, or Beasts on their own, or Murlocs on their own. In the early game, I'm just concerned with power. There's one more important aspect. You really want to play your hero power before turn 6, because on turn 6 you will not be able to play it, and then if you wait for 7 it's too long. So I need to plan in a way to play the hero power next turn, which means we need to level now. Generally speaking, in this current meta game, I kind of like leveling 3 on 4. So basically now it's turn 4, I want to go tavern 3. Do I have something efficient I can do together with leveling? If I buy and sell the Skipper, I'm 1 gold away from leveling. But if I get Ominous Seer, I'll get a discount for the future turns. Basically at no cost. Like, okay, maybe I get a better minion than I have. I did. I will actually sell the free for. The free, sorry. Let me explain. This is really good play because now we have 2 demons. So, we have 2 demons, 1 mech. For the trinket purposes, demons are one of the best tribes to have. And we also got the power upgrade of 2-2. So it was worth cycling that over like a roll, let's say. That was the alternative. Now, this guy stays on 2, so he's stronger against us. A lot of people tell me like, RDU, I cannot really follow your leveling curves because they only look at high ranks. Do they? Let's see. Like, I'm not gonna level like a maniac, but I'll try to play in a way where I'm strong. For example, here, I'll press the button. Orca is super good. And with Orca, I'm super confident I will win the next fight. One small downside with what happened here, we have too many mechs. So we have 3 demons, 3 mechs, 1 beast. We're half demons, half mechs. It's okay. I'll try to avoid the mech trinkets, but honestly, between us, the first trinket doesn't matter that much for your late game. What matters is it gives you something that stabilizes you and puts you in a good spot. So what I want from the next turn, I want to get a trinket that is 1, good, obviously, and then that allows me to level to 4. I think it's a big fail to pick an expensive trinket next turn, and then not level to 4. And then, if I'm strong, I want to be 5 in 2 turns. If I'm weak, I want to be 5 in 3 turns. And then on 5, I want to get another hero power on something that is super strong, and that defines my build. Let's take it step by step, okay? A lot of things are happening. Also, we have a lever in the lobby. Can happen, especially in like your first games at like lower ranks. Generally, a lever in the lobby is a good thing. You want to play a little bit more aggressively because you have the safety net of having a ghost if your opponents are too strong. So he's not super weak, but Orca just carries this fight and makes it to 100%, I assume. Yeah. Let's check the levels of other people. This guy is still on 2. Big mistake. He's gonna pay for it. This guy is 4. Ambitious. This guy is still on 2. 4. Yeah, I see people are leveling a bit wildly. I think on turn 6, you want to be tavern 3 or 4. Okay, so what are we offered here? This one is expensive, but pretty good if you can get it for cheaper. I don't like this one because it's a mech trinket. I just don't like mechs that much. It's one of the best trinkets if you want to play automatons. So for example, if you're playing Zamzarak, it's like really powerful there. It's either Goldenizer or Bobblehead for me. Bobblehead actually makes my hero power more quality. Are we missing anything if we're losing the 1-drops and the 2-drops? You're missing stuff like Rewinder. But honestly, I think it's Bobblehead. Goldenizer is a little bit too slow for my taste. Now I'm gonna level. I kind of like this spell for 1 gold. It's good tempo. And now we also have enough money to roll and buy a minion. So we can buy this to make money. We can buy this to get some strength, because it gives us another automaton. Stegodon is a composition, but it's too early to get it now. Avenge 4 is pretty steep. I don't know how much is gonna happen. I'm inclined to buy the Assembler, although I don't like it. I'll buy the Researcher, and I'll tell you why in a second. Leveling next turn is 10 gold. We will have 9. We need a Researcher to make it more efficient here. Or you could alternatively just buy the coin there, and then you have money anyways. But I kind of like this. I think as long as our opponent is semi-decent, we're gonna have 4 minions die before the 4th dies. See? It happened. And now this is perfect. I'm gonna sell my weakest minion, play the Chroma Drake, level to 5. And then I'm gonna look for a good hero power on 5 that gives me the direction. But let's get into that after this turn. Ooh. I like this shop. Why do I like this shop? It contains Defiler, which is one of the best 4-drops in the game, and one of the best demons that can give you kind of like a direction. Percussionist, that can give you another demon. And Turtle and Blue Shell in case you lose. I mean, we're not gonna lose to somebody who's staying on Tavern 2. Hopefully. It's always investment. For 0 gold, it's fantastic. You basically buy 2 gold next turn with 0 gold. Alarmist was not too bad, but it might be my cut here, since I need to cut a minion. It's either Alarmist or it's Automaton. Maybe it's Automaton, like we're not planning on playing for him. And I like the discount on the spells. Actually better than I expected. I thought this card was gonna be like unplayable, but it wasn't that bad. Now, is this shop this good that I wanna freeze it and hero power it on 5? We have 3 4-drops, but no 5s. I don't think it makes the cut. It's a premium shop. It's a fantastic shop if we had to stay on Tavern 4. But I'm just thinking it doesn't make the cut on 5. Why? Well, what are our options? We want to get Ashen Corruptor. We want to get Twisted Wrathguard, probably like the best 5-drop in the game right now. We want to get Void Pop Trainer. Those are the demon options. We want to get Draconic Warden for value with Bran. We want to get Felfire Conjurer. We want to get Sparbot. Like, we want to get Cousin. We can play Murloc if we get an early Cousin. We just want to see 5-drops. So even though those are premium 4-drops, we went to 5 for a reason. And this guy is losing because he stayed on Tavern 2 way too long, and then he used his extra money from the trinket to go to Tavern 4. Or does he not have the money yet? Oh, he doesn't have the money yet. Never mind. Still, he overstayed 2 and then spent 1 entire turn just leveling. And he's Tavern 4, but he's weaker than me on Tavern 5. That's bad. Stuff is good. I don't know what to say about this shop. We have Scraper and Prosthetic. So for example, if mechs were good, this would be a premium shop. But mechs are not good, so it's not a premium shop. Let's buy that and roll. We're looking for something better. I can work with this. I'm not losing the fight though. No, I'll pass. Close pass. Back to back is a comp, but not here. Not like this. Okay. I think we can be cousin with this. Now I want the Drakari. So I sell this. I play the cousin. I sell this. I sell this. I'll sell this. I'll play Cloning Conch. Double Scourfin, okay. We play the Murloc, play the Murloc. Play the Mama. Let's cut this as well.
Let fall the sands of time.
Go big or go home, I always say. Keep up the momentum.
I want Drakari for the cousin. And I want Brim on the board because I don't really care about buffing a Brim. I just wanted the power on the board to not take damage. Okay, so we are a cousin Murloc comp now. It's one of the best comps in the game. Very, very powerful in my opinion. You see? I was powerful. I went to 5 with good health. And I play for the first thing that I get out of the good things. Don't play for garbage. Like, I was offered good things for mechs. And I was like, no thank you. At the end of each turn, trigger all friendly battle cries. I didn't even know this existed. But it's like so amazing for our comp because we mostly play for the Battle Cry Murlocs. And we have Drakari to activate it again! This is crazy! We go for it. I don't even want to read the other trinkets, but let's read it. Situational. But not bad here, because you can buff your entire board. Almost always a good pick. Cannot really go wrong. Situationally good if you have like a cousin in the shop. But let's pick the Murkai sticker and just get on with it. Okay, I'm gonna buy Bile Splitter because it's a very powerful unit. And now I'm gonna look for Bran. I'll buy second Drakari because if we can triple it, it's pretty solid. I'll buy this because I need some money. I don't think we wanna buy the Hired Headhunter. We need Bran. Very good demon, but it's not our comp right now. Let's cut on Murlocs already. Cut on Murlocs. We play this. I'm gonna cut Scarfins. They're kind of useless right now. Now we just play the 2 Papa and just call it a day. So maybe we go Rodeo. Is there any reason to not go Rodeo here? I mean, I want to look for the Bran, but one roll is probably not going to find Bran anyways. Armor, not needed here. Let's go over Confidence. By the way, keep in mind with the shop full of spells, you can actually toggle hero power them as well. In case you get a spot where you want that. This lobby went really fast, by the way. I don't know if it's the lever or people playing suboptimally, but the lobby went really fast. And for example, this guy is the guy who stayed on 2 and he's not that strong, he's gonna die this fight probably. This guy is on 5, playing demons. This guy is also on 5, playing demons. So the whole lobby is demons, okay. Very creative. I mean, demons are a top comp. For example, if you can get Void Pup Trainer, Rylak is like really good. But right now, the metagame is kind of balanced. I don't think demons are like that much better that you should always force them. I played what I got, and I think I'm gonna have a good game. The problem, air quotations, with playing what you get, you're not always gonna get first place. A lot of the time you're gonna get second. But that's fine. You're definitely not gonna get lost. We have a very competent board. This should be lethal. This guy should also die. So it's going to be us against Maligos probably for first place. Oh! Watch out. Surprises can happen. Since we have another fight, I'm going to buy the investment. Now I'm looking for tech cards and also Bran. Sindorai is a tech card against automaton mechs because they usually have Reborn on their cards. So I'm gonna buy it. It's a tech card that is so good that I'm gonna buy. I like the Mama Murloc. I like the Tricky Trousers to town my Drakari. I don't think I want another Bile Spitter for the mech guy. I want it for the demon guy, but the demon guy is also the mech guy. So if we can beat this guy, we probably destroy the other guy too. That's how I see it. Okay, I'm gonna play Papa, which is gonna be a minion that we keep on the board. Then I'm gonna go Mama, Triple Mama. I wanna find a way to eat the Brim counter. The thing is, because our effects activate end of turn, we don't wanna be wasteful. Balinda is really good in some comps. This one is also like one of the best demons, but not in our strategy, not in our situation, okay? And I think that matters a lot.
Let's all just call
Now, is this guy better than a 96 129? Over a few turns, maybe. But just right now, I don't think he is. So I'm probably gonna cut him. Let's buy the beetles. They're kind of good against mechs. Gives us a little bit of money. Oh my god. If I had a time, maybe I would triple sell for Bran. I would sell Brim Counter, Magic Fin, and Drakari for Bran. Because Bran doubles all the effects. You want Bran, Drakari, and just going for the build. But I'm not doing it because it's on an A, and like, doing a play with 5 seconds left on the timer is probably a mistake. But this is like a situation where I should have played a bit faster to be a bit more efficient. Honestly, if you don't respect your opponent, and sometimes you can just not respect your opponent, we don't even need Cinderai. We could have sold Cinderai, sell the Drakari, sell the Magic Fin, buy the Bran, and then you activate end of turn 4 times on every single Murloc. Why 4 times? I mean, it's an end of turn effect, so he gets doubled by Drakari, but it's also a battle cry, so he gets doubled by Bran. This is clearly like an overkill. But this is what we want, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna buy the Bran. I'm gonna look for Eating Spell. Well, we have a lot of ways to find the Eating Spell. Worst case, you just sell it. You definitely want to triple the Drakari.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
You can buy the spell, but we don't have a Divine Shield, so you're kind of like wasting time. Do we want health or attack? Probably attack. Then triple Drakari. And now, end of turn, we're gonna get 3 Murlocs, and then we're gonna activate this 6 times, and activate this 6 times, and activate this 6 times. It's gonna be a pleasure. And our opponent is gonna be like, how did our opponent get this many stats? Like, what did happen here? Pretty good comp. It's my favorite way of playing Murlocs. The one downside is that it's a little bit simplistic. So it starts from Cousin or from Bran. So you can go Bran infinite economy, Bran and a lot of economy, get to the Cousin, or Cousin, get some stats, get to the Bran. You saw we got Bran pretty late. It was mostly Drakari carrying here, doing the heavy lifting. And look at our opponent's stats. It's like a joke, but... And look, I leveled the same way I would level in a super high level lobby. I played exactly the same. It's just my opponents were softer and they died earlier. I think this series is gonna be like really good for people that are saying like, oh, your leveling curves don't work here. Your strategies might not work. In my lobbies, people go like really crazy. I mean, it's only the first game. Let's not get drunk on tap water. We have a saying in Romania. Actually, it's cold water. Okay, let's play one more because this one was like a super quick one. A really good first game to start the series. I got the card for Constructed, wow! I only play Battlegrounds. So yeah, I'm actually very curious how you guys are liking the series. And if you enjoy my extra focus on the gameplay. I basically built my stream over 13 years. A lot on the chat interaction. And quite a bit on the gameplay as well. But I'm mostly, I think, watched by people because of the chat interaction on my live streams. That's why a lot of my YouTube videos are not doing that well. Like maybe you're not catching the discussion. And especially not catching it live, I think changes things. So I'm really curious how a video where I just focus on the game and explain a little bit more. I hope I'm not over-explaining too many things. Okay, so we're missing on probably the best hero in the game. Again, thank you Blizzard for showing me that I missed that. I mean, I do think the Battlegrounds pass is good if you play enough Battlegrounds. is giving you value and you support the development of the game. That's amazing, right? But I think you can have a good time free to play as well. In the trinket meta, I think going with the higher armor hero is often pretty good. I don't like Goof because his hero power is gonna work pretty late and he has only 12 armor. Varden might not be amazing, but Varden does one thing for you in the meta that's kind of brilliant. There's this thing with the current patch that they added a lot of minions on every single tier. There's like so many 5-drops, so many 4-drops. It's difficult to find the one card that you need. With Varden, at least you know you have 2 of a powerful card if you are to hit a powerful card in the shop. Now, what do we buy here? Generally on turn 1, I follow 2 criteria. Am I offered economy? If not, I go for power. Here, some bacon is kind of like a little bit of both. It's more economy, but also has a 2-free body, which is not too bad. There's a third criteria, can sometimes be important in a trinket meta. Looking at the tribe of the minion. You wanna, if you offer 2 minions of the same power, try to buy the one from the better tribe. For example, Quillbore in a non-beast lobby are terrible. You wanna avoid Quillbore. So, I really wanna avoid Quillbore right now. But some bacon is not a minion that I'm gonna keep on my board until turn 6. I think on turn 3 he goes away. If I had a minion I wanted to keep, I could go Busker, coin, next turn go Busker, up, and it's kind of like an okay play. I'm not gonna do that because I already have my economy unit and I wanna get rid of it. I don't wanna keep it. Now let's freeze and freeze just to get rid of the freeze on the Busker to not ruin the quality of the shop. We want a good shop that we can double buy because if I get a bad shop, I have to level to 3. And ideally we don't level to 3 here. Ideally we double buy.
In the name of the dawn,
We're probably gonna lose here, right? Because he gets the buff. So some bacon for us went 0-2. But it's fine because we play an 18 armor hero. We can afford to take some hits. Okay, doubles elemental is solid. We might not need to sell the bacon though. Yeah, I shouldn't sell the bacon because it's more powerful to not sell the bacon. It's okay. Elementals are a very powerful tribe, and I'm happy having mostly elementals in the next turns because they have high quality trinkets. Let's look at that. So, I kind of want to avoid Quillbore without beasts. I kind of want to avoid undead, and I kind of want to avoid mechs. So it's kind of simple for me. I want to play elementals or I want to play pirates. That means I want to also have elementals and pirates on turn 6 for my trinket. If you cannot do it, it's not a disaster. Because sometimes you can have like the best situation and get terrible trinkets. You just want to give yourself the best odds. And I think we do that by having elementals or pirates. But again, I'm not gonna buy trash elementals or trash pirates over good Quillbore or good undead or whatever, you know? We can save it later. I'm still focused on power, winning fights, economy. We're not really winning fights, so at least hopefully the economy is going well. Generally I want to go 3 on 4. Staying to buy 2 2-drops is kind of bad unless it's like a really good 2-drop. So, what are the 2-drops that we would stay for? Even double Gambler, I'm not sure if we would stay for it. Probably double Automaton, because it's like a lot of muscle, and like, you just win the next fight. Let's level and buy Leaf for the Pages. Leaf for the Pages is kind of like 2 gold. It's 2 gold that you have to spend on rolling, but it's kind of like 2 gold for 1 gold, so it's good. We're not casting it yet. The reason that we're not casting it is we could get Time Captain Hooktail, and then we would miss a buff if we cast it now rather than wait for the guy. Opponent staying on 2. This happens pretty often, but it's funny because if you go on high level lobbies, literally everybody's gonna be tavern 3 on turn 4 already, because they either go 3 on 3 or 3 on 4. That's currently the curve right now. Very rarely you're gonna stay on 2, and sometimes you do, but definitely not at the rate that people are staying in these lobbies. But it's fine, we shouldn't cry about it, we should punish it. Ah, we even had the 50-50 to tie with somebody staying on 2 while we went to 3. That's good. Means that we're strong. But yeah, we took 12 damage. Definitely worrying. And look, now going to 4 is a bit risky. Normally I would want to go to 4 because the shop is terrible. And I already have 2 elementals. We're fighting Lich King and he also went to 4. Oh, okay. I'm actually gonna go. So, the shop is bad. You generally don't want to buy 2-drops on free. And Mummifier is a terrible free drop because it doesn't work on the other Mummifier. So if here you spend your turn, let's say, buying double Mummifier, sell this elemental, buy the ring. 1, you're not strong because Mummifier doesn't even work on Mummifier. And 2, you're gonna have 2 undeads for the trinket, which is like really bad because undead trinkets are terrible right now. Again, knowing the power of tribes is a little bit important because it helps you navigate the game a bit better. Sometimes you can get offered good minions for a bad tribe and maybe you should avoid it. But it depends. For example, even though I don't think undead are good, if I was offered Cadaver Caretaker, I would probably buy it. But now if I was offered Handless, I probably wouldn't buy it. But if I was offered Handless and Dustbone Devastator, I would probably buy it. So I would buy some trashy tribe if it helps me win fights, basically. Okay, we lose another fight. We need to start winning soon. We took 18 damage. That's a lot. But it's fine. It's fine. It's still fine. Bingo. So, this is one of the best cards for elementals. And we doubled it. Treasure map can be okay. Not here. Goldenizer is too slow, don't pick it. Elemental Portrait is an instant triple, but it's 5 gold. And I have to sell 2 of my Elementals. Like, this one ideally you pick it, and then just buy Leyline, and then next time you get double triple. But that's like so slow. In a high level lobby we'd get punished for that. Maybe it's Water Wheel. We get to play 2 Elementals this turn, generate 2 spells. Let's play Water Wheel. I don't think, I mean, maybe because it's like an ugly lobby, I could get away with Elemental, but I want to play as I would play in one of my games. I want to give you guys the real experience. I don't want to like int. Int is a term that means intentionally feeding. Comes from MOBAs, where we know they have the best communities. The most calm people. I used to play League of Legends before, so I know. I like the anomaly in the shop. Honestly, I want to buy the Mark. Mark is kind of a solid minion. Let's buff this. Let's buff that. And now I want to buff that guy in the shop. And then buff my guy a bit more. And put Mark first because the guy is mech, so he might have a shield. I didn't freeze the entire shop because it wouldn't count as it being refreshed. And then it would not give me any good value there. Are we losing this? Oh, we have a chance to tie. I think if we dodge the Trog attack, we tie. That should be the math on it, right? Oh, we need to go middle still. Okay, we need to go right. Yeah, we didn't hit any of the hits. It's fine. 4 damage is like nothing. Like, I know I'm losing every single fight and it looks bad. But once we recover, we're really gonna recover. Oh, Ghost. So now it's gonna be like super helpful to have a Ghost in the lobby. Okay, we can buy all the anomalies independently and triple into a 5. Or we can level and then triple into a 6. But leveling is super greedy here. Generally speaking, you wanna either be Tavern 5 on turn 7 or on turn 8. Now it's turn 7, so we don't need to go to 5. We could, but you probably take 10 damage. If we stay, I think it's perfectly okay. So let's stay and then buy the anomalies. We're also gonna generate 2 spells. That's nice. Oh, that's a really good spell to play on your elementals. This only buffs friendly, unfortunately. So if I play this, how many stats do I get? I get like 4 or 5. I think it's better to just hold it. I don't think it's like powerful enough to spend it yet. Let's see what we discover. I don't like the Scraper. I'm actually gonna just pick self-buffing Buccaneer. Maybe I should have sold something for overconfidence. Self-buffing Buccaneer is just like a big unit. Sometimes you pick a big unit that has nothing to do with your lineup just to win or tie the next fight or minimize damage, and then you figure out afterwards what else you want. I need to get to Tavern 5 because Tavern 5 has the best cards for elementals. But again, I couldn't level here because I would take damage. Whereas if I level next turn, I'm in a better spot to not take the damage. And yeah, leveling now and taking 10 is also a decision you can take, but I think we took already a lot of damage. So maybe minimizing it would be better. I leveled without even looking at my opponent. This guy is still Tavern 3. What is he doing? I don't think you can play on Tavern 3 to get like very strong, so I'm not worried. I have a million rolls banked up. We want to do something powerful this turn. I'm not sure if Chef's Choice is that powerful, but it's a good start because it gives us an elemental, and then just playing an elemental is going to activate the water wheel, and then we can sell elemental, sell Annoyatron, sell one more minion, and then buy another elemental, which is going to give us the second water wheel activation. Now, do I cycle the mark or do I cycle the droplet? I think we cycle the droplet. The only thing that you're losing by cycling the droplet is the ability to triple. Bran is fantastic. Let me think a bit. Can I triple the Bran? Can I force triple it? I mean, very likely if you buy one, you're gonna triple it anyways. You can buy the spell, but I think if you buy the spell and freeze, you don't have space to get it anyway. Let's just buy it, and I think it's still high likelihood to triple. The problem is if you freeze right now, it doesn't count as the shop being refreshed, which is kind of unfortunate. But still, we'll have a good likelihood. Basically, if we don't see any 5-drops in the shop, it's 100% triple. And then if we see a 5-drop, it's 50-50. I think if you sell 2 to buy the spell and then freeze, you guarantee it. And honestly, it probably was worth it. I probably should have done it. Sell 2, buy the spell, freeze the entire shop. That guarantees the Bran. Because you get a new spell, and that considers the shop as being refreshed, and then you get the Bran triple. It took me a little bit too long to realize this mentally. But yeah, I was okay selling the droplet and like, let's say the mark. Buy the spell, freeze the triple Bran. And it would triple, and next time you would get Trinket plus triple Bran, and you start going super crazy. I think it was worth it. Kind of regret not doing it. It's fine. We got lucky. We got lucky because there's like 2 more 5-drops and we hit a 1 in 3. Whoa. Behemoth is too slow. I mean, it's this one. It makes it so that if you buff the shop, the buff of shop is insane. It's kind of broken as a trinket. Weird that the rest of our turn is not that much. The Bran could have been guaranteed. I made a mistake there. Ship Jumper. Ship Jumper with Buccaneer is actually pretty solid. I mean, the rest is just bad. By the way, we might not always be elementals here. I'm gonna take the damage here, right? Not right. Azerite is broken. With Azerite, I think you are elementals. I'll still play the Ship Jumper. But I definitely want the Azerite.
Go big or go home, I always say.
This is good.
Down a minion and up a gold.
Yeah, you buy this guy first. Because he gives you some spells. And then you play the spells. And that's gonna buff the shop. And then you're gonna use this to buff your guy. And then buffing your guy buffs the shop. And then buffing the shop buffs the guy more. And then you're also casting spells for the jumper. And look at us. We are incredibly powerful right now. Should put this first. Oh no, if you put this first, you're gonna buff it because it's a pirate. Be careful. So yeah, this guy buffs the most tried pirate. Eonar Favor is kind of good. Maybe it's worth a freeze. I actually want to triple the party guest because tripling it with Bran is like a million spells and that's like really good for the Azerite. So Azerite is buffing the elementals in the shop, and then this guy doubles the elementals in the shop, and then this guy takes the stats from the elementals and puts it on your elementals. So it helps you just with the snowball. And you saw how the build went, and funny enough, we were not elementals even after our 2 trinket picks. With the Buccaneer and the 6-drop pirate, if I wouldn't have the Azerite, I would go pirates. You want to be a little bit flexible between the good strategies. I told you at the beginning of the lobby, hey, I want to be pirates or elementals, and we were offered these tribes and we just went for it. That's good planning.
Where you going with this?
But now we are elementals because we have the Azerite. Buccaneer can go. These are staying. And now you go party guest. Play the party guest, play the spells. I'm gonna down this and just have it as like an extra annoying minion to play. And now you triple this. That's giving you 6 spells, right? Let's see what we discover from Tavern 6. That's a lot of spells. Balinda is the best card you could get here, because Balinda works with the Arcane Absorption. Basically doubles the Arcane Absorption. This game is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I could also buy this, but it's actually not helping us at all because it buffs a random minion. It doesn't really work with the Azerite. Like, Azerite is more targeted. Azerite knows exactly what it wants to do. Wait, why are we not buffing this? Huh? Is it bugged? Oh, it's because of the Upstart Embers. So, Embers buff this guy, and now this guy getting buffed by Azerite and not touching the stats from the Embers doesn't add stats. I think it's still a bug. Ooh. A little bit order. You know what I want to do? Nothing. Because this is gonna double the double. We're just waiting with everything and we're gonna explode next turn and go super crazy. So this is currently really busted because it says after the tavern is refreshed. So tavern is refreshed means it counts the automated refresh that happens at the beginning of every single turn. Now, I think this should have said after you refresh the tavern. So it only counts when you press the refresh button. You'll see now why I think it's broken. Especially if we get to copy the minion. Ah. So we doubled this to 400, 400. But it didn't get copied. Like, imagine now if you'd copy it. It would be like game over. I mean, it's probably already game over. Sheep Jumper out. You play the Azerite. First I want to get the stats. And then I want to buy the guy. Yeah, you're gonna get the full stats because it basically, thanks to Balinda, you cast the spell twice. Fantastic.
Go big or go home, I always say.
Can buy whatever, it doesn't really matter.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
I should have maybe played the spells first. Now I freeze the entire shop. I basically want to double this guy, but also copy it. And I think we're achieving that. Yeah, I'm doing something funny. I basically also want the ley lines to die. Yeah, this is kind of like a crazy game because the Living Azerite is going super nuts. He's going off the charts. So next turn, Air Revenant is gonna get doubled, and then we're gonna first play the leyline spells on something, either on the Air Revenant itself or on the Azerite. The problem with putting everything on one minion is that you can get Leroyed, so maybe better to avoid that. But this game is as over as it gets. And see, we utilized the first trinket for tempo, the second one for direction, but we were not 100% committed. Golden Brand was like super important, and again, I made a mistake there not guaranteeing the Golden Brand. I could have guaranteed it, and I think it was worth it. Sometimes you have to do way too much to guarantee, and then it's not worth it. But in our case, I didn't have to do that much. So while I wish I would have showcased it perfectly, I'm still happy I showcased it, some of it. Okay. Let's buff this guy so that we have 2 big minions. Ideally, what you do is you also buff a Wildfire or a Crackling.
Go big or go home, I always say.
This guy is 1 left. I think we should buy a random spell so that he triggers. Then you play that. And now you buy it. And now the golden one is gonna be at 5 out of 7. This one is good because it triples that guy. And that guy is a battle cry. Nice. It doesn't matter what you pick. We need to find an elemental in the shop. Well, that's one of the best elementals to get. The play. Let me show you another cool play. So you can play Fugitive. It gives you 3 times conflagration, okay? It's especially good with Bran. And what you can do here is use the conflagrations on the shop. And then you use the Arcane Absorption on your minions. I actually want to hold some for next turn, because this guy is gonna double. This is like already way too much.
You're doing great out there.
He's getting a little bit dirty. My opponent is gonna fight this and be like, what the hell is going on? Justifiable reaction. And it's funny that elementals were even more powerful with the Lantern Lava, but they recently banned the Lantern Lava. So this is showing how crazy the strategy is. Now it's just about navigating it to a win. We have a really good spot, and we should just not throw. It's good to know it's good to check what your opponents are doing. So like one of them is Pirates, so it's gonna be stats against stats. One of them is Mechs. You can tech for Mechs with Blaster or Sindorai. And one of them is, we just fought them. I mean, you can start with this. I want this to die, so like that's like the one card I don't want buffed. But now we do this.
Go big or go home, I always
Leroy is good. It's actually a solid tech. We didn't have space to get the card from the water wheel. Can you imagine? Now we're looking for an elemental in the shop. We got one. We can also use Belinda to buff our board with that guy. Oh, I still get a spell. Interesting. Yeah, you're never losing the spell, I think.
a good tactical choice. Go big or go home, I always say.
I wish I had a wildfire, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. This is just too many stats for anybody to handle. He can have a cute cleave, I don't care. And yeah, I refuse to buff the ley line because I want ley line to die every fight and give me the 2 arcane absorptions, which kind of like made this combo even crazier. Now we get to the point where we can cut the Bran. Belinda is still really good because it basically doubles the absorption.
And you're done for.
Poor guy. For the wrong opponent. Top 2 against Mechs.
Think I'm doing quite well for myself.
Let's just buff this as well, I guess. Everybody deserves some stats. I'm gonna just keep this board.
The world.
Again, when you're in top 4, you want to look for techs. Leroy is a tech. Sindora is a tech. There's plenty of ways you can tech for your opponent. Like now, if you want to be like super tryhard, You can cut Bran, cut Belinda, play double Leroy. Honestly, we don't need to do that. Clearly overkill. But let's do it, okay? Let's show it out. Let's show the overkill. One Leroy taunted. Then I cut Belinda and play the other Leroy. And I want to open with a Leroy and have one Leroy in the back. This is how I would play it if this was a tournament. You could at 26 health probably like try to keep the Bran one more turn. If you feel like maybe the fight is going to end up in a tie or in a close loss to go for more stats. But honestly, you don't really need it. The game was won as soon as we had Golden Bran and Azerite. And then follow the steps to play it well enough. But you see, let's rewind. We were tavern 4 on turn 5. And we almost had nothing. And we were losing every single fight. But we stayed calm. We knew what cards are good. We knew we wanted to play Elementus or Mechs. And then try to avoid the other tribes. Sorry, Elementus or Pirates, I meant. And it worked out. Sometimes it takes a bit more time until it works out. Sometimes it works out faster. But this is why Battlegrounds is like such a phenomenal game. You can kind of like give yourself endless situations where you can get lucky, and at some point you will get lucky if you play for that. Nice game. 2-4-2. That's a really nice start of the season. So, let me know if you guys like this kind of format. I really am looking forward to your thoughts. I'm gonna read all the comments. And see you in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed. Do you ever wonder how I'm so consistent? Well, I never play Battlegrounds without Hearthstone Deck Tracker. It lets me see Ichigo's win rate and stats about which tribes get first place in this lobby. Bob's body shows me the odds of winning, losing, or doing little damage in each fight. And it proves I'm the most unlucky player alive. Com guides show me the minions I need to commit to a build and are great when I need a direction. You can try out all these features for free. Download Hearthstone Deck Tracker now from hsreplay.net and get ready to dominate the tavern.